And then the Bible says, how many days? The Bible says, until what? Until he finds it. What does it mean until he finds it? It's a 1 day, 2 day, 10 years, 100 years? No. Bible is a story of Jesus coming. Until he finds it. So this is a very most moving sentence, because think about the sheep. You are lost. Okay? You are lost. And you are away from the shepherd. What's going to happen to you? Suddenly he'll get a PhD in the middle of the desert and find another your D guy in the desert. No. What happens is that you're going to die. It's a matter of time. You'll die because you moved away from your life source. You just wandered away, gone astray. That means you died. We sheep, we all like sheep, have gone astray means we died. That's it. If you move away from the shepherd, then you die. That's it. There's no question about it. If you don't believe me, become a sheep and try that. Right? You live without shepherd. And I can see. I can see this desperate shepherd going after one until he finds it. Who we are? Who are you? Of course, I can say, you are stupid, like a dumb sheep, okay? But two is shepherd. He's the most precious. And he will sell everything to go after you until he finds it, right? Until he finds it. And then what he does when he finds it? Okay, you spend so much energy and time. He says, you're so happy to see the lost sheep. And then, I don't know, maybe the shepherd lost 20 pounds or something. But he puts on this sheep on his shoulder. He carries home. Because the sheep was completely dehydrated, and then, but even though sheep is dehydrated, but he's at least 300 pounds, okay? And minus 20 pounds is 250. He puts him on his shoulder and carries him all the way. And he calls his neighbors. Rejoice. I found my lost sheep. It's worth it. It's the joy of Easter is found by God. Knowing that we have gone astray. Each of us has did their own thing. That's why Jesus has come, and the Lord has to lay on him the iniquity of us all. Right? That is the, and then this was fulfilled by Jesus dying on the cross. We all like sheep have gone astray, and each of us has turned to his own way. And the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. And this is the gospel. And this is the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. And then when you meditate this verse, you begin to think about who God is and who we are and who Jesus is. Because we think that when you've done something wrong, so you are on the way to prison. So I think the best way you can hope is that somebody will drop the charge, okay? But I don't think you cannot drop the charge because you commit some crime, the state will charge you against you, and then the state wants justice because you beat somebody, and then you hospitalize somebody, and then you cannot just say, let's be nice, let's be Christian, okay? Let's forget and forgive. We like to do that, but if we have a lawyer here, Professor Peter Kim, you can talk to him, but no state will say, you have done wrong. We are not going to forget you. You make a restitution. You go to jail. You do something. You pay the fine. You pay the damage. Because, in justice, God is just. You cannot just say, I'm a Christian, you are a Christian, let's forgive each other. No, you cannot do that because it never happens, okay? That's Hollywood, okay? People drop things, okay? That's Hollywood, but the true law says if you've done something wrong, you need just punishment, right? And God says the same thing. You have gone astray, and you did your own thing. And what is that? God says, if you move away from me, you die. And then we think that, oh, maybe it's not true. And many people have tried to construct their life. That's not true. Maybe I'm different from people, Maybe Alex is a sheep, but I'm a wolf, okay, something. So I'm a little bit wiser than the sheep, okay? And then, it doesn't apply to me. Is it true? No. God said, if you break my commandment, you die. You disobey me, you die. So we all have gone astray. Because I know. Michael, look at Michael. He's young, 22. But he has gone astray, like us. And do you know why I know? Because I know the Bible is true. He will die. He knows that. And I know that. So what we have to do? And we can say, oh, we are alive, so let's live life randomly. Because we can have a philosophy of, we have a limited lifespan. We are like a battery, okay? I'm 50% spent, right? So I have 50% left, maybe 20 years. Let's have some fun, okay? And let's maximize our fun, and then let's live that like that. Many people have tried that. The result was not that good, okay? If you do that, then you're going to break all relationships with your friends. You are not going to have a fun. Instead, you'll do the prison ministry, okay? You'll do inside ministry. Prison ministry. Okay, that's okay. I do believe that prison needs some ministry, okay? But if you want to do that, that's a career choice, let's go ahead and do. We encourage you to do that. And try that. And then you die. That's it. So, there's no dropping charge for you. Because God says so. That's true. And then, what does the cross of Jesus is the answer for this? So we are Christians, and then Jesus says very clearly that he showed himself to his disciples, and then he showed his true self. And then Jesus said to his disciples, you know what Jesus said? If you want to follow me, if anyone would follow me, he must take his cross daily and follow me. Okay, and then we trivialize the cross. And some people say, I can take a double cross and triple cross, my job is a cross, my study is a cross. That's not a cross, that's your chores, okay? Chores you have to do. Chores, okay? And taking garbage is my cross. You know? So even Jesus cannot take one cross, okay? Then how can you take two crosses, multiple crosses? That's nonsense, okay? Cross is the most shameful thing that people can, that the Roman Empire invented. It's a historical fact, okay? It's a historical fact. Nobody wants to go to cross. But Jesus said, if you want to be my disciples, take your cross and follow me. That means we all, in the Easter time, we all crucify somewhere. Is it the way? Then we all kill ourselves, and then the way we do. And then we have no passion. We just kill ourselves, everything. I think that's not the way you have to read it. Because when you look at this verse, who is taking the cross? The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. The Lord put him under Jesus. So when you say take your cross, means there are cross has two parts, okay? There's the horizontal part and the vertical part, okay? And Jesus said, when you go to get crucified, the Romans will strip you up and beat you up, and then they let you carry the horizontal part. You go. And then you are absolutely sure that you deserve to die. We all, like sheep, have gone astray and did all things. And then we damage ourselves and damage others, okay? And we are taking this horizontal part. And then you have to die. Do you know what happens if you carry your cross? You have to be on the cross. But if you go there, the cross is always raised. And then, who's on the cross? You are Jesus. It's Jesus. So, Christian life is carrying God's cross. That doesn't mean that you become Jesus, okay? But Christian life is that we believe the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. So we believe that is the cross. And then we become very understand the magnitude of God's cross. So we all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way. The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. I think that's Christian life. Christian life is not like that I'm better than you because I have a better look, like Youngmin, or 14 years, okay? 14 years. Okay, and or I'm prettier than you. I can control myself better than you. But Christians say very clearly, we all like sheep have gone astray. That makes us equal. That makes us universally true. That makes us a cross, we need a cross. Jesus has, the Lord has to lay down the iniquity of us all. And then we do that. And for example, one of the things that I learned, I thought that I know Jesus very clearly, right? 6 years ago, I thought I know Jesus very clearly because I thought, hey, I know Jesus. But I know Jesus said, Matthew 28, go into the world and make disciples. Okay? I was so happy. Yeah, that's me, okay? And he's talking to me. So I said, I'll go to U of I. And I will raise disciples. And then I said, oh. And then I had God sent me a few people. And then I began to preach the gospel. I didn't preach this one, but one verse I really like is 1 Timothy 1:15. It says, Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I'm the worst. Okay? So I think I almost met Jesus, and I like the verse because the more I struggle with my guilt, things that I squandered, and then I always tormented me, and then I realized Jesus came to save me, and then his death, I'm healed. That's my understanding. So I really like that verse. Then every week I'm talking about that verse, no? And then I thought that I knew. But one guy came to me. And he looked at me like this. He was a short guy, so he looked and then you know, he was mumbling, you know. I said, what are you trying to say, okay? Be a man and speak out, okay? And he said, you know, Sam, I understand that you talk about this verse every day. But every time you talk about this verse, you don't mean it. You think you are better than me. I thought that was one of the hardest lessons I learned because, you know, I thought that I knew Jesus clearly. You know, I had, you know, but to him, I had so much beauty majesty to attract him. I was not reflecting Jesus. I was reflecting my knowledge. And I know his problems, okay? I know his issues, okay? And I've been knowing him for many, many years. I know his issues, okay? And then that was the most difficult passage that I understood because I thought that, you know, I preached the gospel, but that was not the gospel. But I said, I'm better than you, so you shape up. Don't do this, don't do that. You know, you have some bad habits. You know, why you cannot do that? Because I can keep the time. You know, I can get up early. You know, I can do exercise. I can study. I can read the Bible. But why you cannot do that? And then I think that was the most important, difficult lesson for me. But I think that was good. That was good for me because I realized that I thought I knew Jesus, but I did not know Jesus. Because how do you know Jesus? Just knowing the Bible verses? No, knowing Jesus is that you have to know the Bible and you have to practice it. And then your student has to acknowledge that you know the Bible, that you're reflecting Jesus. And that I was not doing that. And I think that was one of the turning points of my life. And then I began to see, wow, I'm like a sheep, have gone astray. Each of me has turned to my own way. And where is the Jesus is death and resurrection? And where is the Jesus that he bore my sin? And then I don't speak to him clearly. But after I reflected deeply, and I realized that we all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. gospel. The gospel is clearly tells the story of that we are all like sheep. And no matter how much we try to follow Jesus, we can all go astray. Even in my shepherding life. But what is the saving grace? Okay, hey, just sit down, don't go anywhere. Hey, yo, sit down, don't go anywhere. They are sheep going away. Sit down. Do you know lunch is not important? Come on, sit down. 3 sheep going away. Sit down in front, don't go anywhere. I have to finish the message book. Come on. Oh, sit down. Come on. That's a good example, okay? Come on, lunch is not that important because we are overweight anyway. It's Easter time. Okay? You know, this is an illustration of good things get gone bad, okay? Of course, we have desire to, I have a desire to, I have to preach the gospel, or in doing so, I did some damage to other people, okay? And then, it was very difficult for me to process that, because I cannot go back. I wish I could go back, I have a time machine, and go back, and then, and then say, hey, I went back, and then I can really fix that, and then come back. No, I can't do that. Some days, I'm like a broken VCR. I play the tape over and again. I know that Jesus died for me, and he forgave all my sins. But one or two instances in my life, it comes back to me again and again. And I cannot erase it. I do my best. And I take out the Bible and read 1 Timothy 1:15 again and again. Of course, it's giving comfort, but it's getting better. But sometimes I'm really angry and then stressed out. The videotape comes up, and I sleep. I couldn't sleep. Is the Bible true? Jesus died, take away all our sorrows and burdens and our iniquities. Or just we are thinking that we are doing intellectual aspects. I just said, surely, he took up our iniquities, infirmities, and carried our sorrows. Yet we consider him stricken by God, smitten by him, and afflicted. And he was pierced for our transgressions, and he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him. And by his wounds we are healed. So, I do the U of I ministry. It's a very nice campus. And it's very, very nice campus. You should come to the U of I and look at the barn and look at the students. They're very nice and very nice. But but the campus is full of weed. All have like gone astray. And they don't think. And they are wondering, is the Jesus true? Can Jesus forgive all the things that I've done? It's true that He will pick up my infirmities. And Jesus can tell me. And then I'm the pastor, and then I have a few blocks, and then sometimes I'm so happy that people go away. Like there's a headache, and then I realized that that's not true, because I don't know Jesus deeply, because I don't go out and then try to restore them. The Bible says, surely you took up our infirmities. And then, that one of the Matthew Gospel, Jesus says to his disciples, come to me, all who are weary, and then give me your burden to me. And then I realized that so many people know the gospel. And that they know the crushing burden of their life. But they want to carry it all by themselves. And in doing so, they are crushed. So especially, I have type 1 person, very able, very smart, very nerdy, and those people don't know the gospel. They all want to carry themselves, and then they don't even want to share the agony to even his wife, let alone Jesus. And they have no friends. They just want to carry all by themselves and crush. But the good news is this: we all like sheep have gone astray, and each of us has turned to his own way. The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Please, don't take your stuff by yourself. And then, please, admit that our best intention, we can be like a sheep going astray. But what's the saving grace? The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. So I think this is a good news of a great joy, because when you practice that, and you can do various ways to practice it. But the number one way is, if you believe that you are a sheep, then you need a shepherd. And you have propensity going astray every moment, okay? So there are 100 sheep there. One got lost. That's the first day. But the second day, 3 of us get together and go away, okay? And then the next day, 5 of us can go like that way. And then the worst case is that all 100 people keep the shepherd out, and they try to go on their own, okay? We're like that. Because when you look at Jesus clearly, we think, oh wow, he's not hot. He's not pretty. And then we can find our own way. And that's your life, is that. So, in a good, the gospel way,